Allen Hurns has been released. He's a free agent. He can test the open market. So there you see his 2017 stats, 39 receptions, 484 yards, a couple of touchdowns. And the Jags had to make this move to save some salary cap space. And they also released Mercedes Lewis, longtime veteran, for them as well. But a lot of teams out there could use a wide receiver. So we have top 5 landing spots for Allen Hurns. Let's start things off with the Arizona Cardinals, a team that recently lost a couple of wide receivers, John and Jerron Brown, via free agency. The salary cap space leaves a little to be desired here, but I still think they can make a run at Allen Hurns, see if they can lure him over. You got a couple of quarterbacks out there in the big toaster already with Sam Bradford and Mike Glennon. They might get another quarterback in the draft. We shall see. You look at the depth chart, though. It's Larry Fitzgerald, and then, like, yeah, we're just making up names after that. J.J. Nelson, he's a nice player. But after that, the Cardinals have a very big need at wide receiver. Maybe they address it in the draft, maybe not. But Allen Hurns would certainly be a viable complement to Larry Fitzgerald out west. All right, how about the Buffalo Bills? So when your top receiver is Deontay Thompson, yeah, that's kind of a wake-up call. So Thompson actually led the wide receiver position in catches last season for the Buffalo Bills. Jordan Matthews, still a free agent, still looking for that team. You see the Bills with $21 million in salary cap space. They need production on the outside. We'll see what Kelvin Benjamin can do. He's atop that depth chart right now. You got Zay Jones, a youngster, plenty of room to grow for him. But bringing in Allen Hurns, I think, would be a nice piece for A.J. McCarron. Now, we don't really know who's going to be the starting quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, but A.J. McCarron's already there, so I can at least talk about him. I'm sure they'll grab a quarterback in the draft as well. But I think Hurns would be a nice possession receiver for even a rookie quarterback, but especially A.J. McCarron. All right, talked about the Colts. So they recently brought in a new wide receiver, but they still need help outside of T.Y. Hilton here. I know they lost Dante Moncrief, and I actually lost him to a team in the AFC South, by the way. So you got to help out Andrew Luck to the best of your ability. And, of course, they have Ryan Grant coming in, but with that cut on his foot, I mean, who knows, folks? Who knows? So $75 million worth of salary cap space. The fact that the Colts haven't been big spenders this free agency period is baffling to me, and I could talk about that for 5 minutes straight, but I won't to spare you the time. I think the Indianapolis Colts could certainly use Allen Hurns. So maybe a little AFC South switch here. So you get Moncrief going to Jacksonville and then Hurns maybe to Indianapolis. I don't know. It's a storyline to follow here. But I think it would be an interesting addition. And you see that salary cap number there for the Colts? It is so tempting, I bet, for Allen Robinson, or Allen Hurns, I should say, to talk to Colts leadership and say, hey, I would love to get paid. I would love to join your team and fill a need because it's a quite clear need for you guys. So we'll see what GM Chris Ballard says about that. All right, let's check in with the New York Jets, another team to watch out for. They have shown interest in Terrell Pryor, but they also have a good amount of salary cap space as well. Not as much as the Indianapolis Colts, might I add, but still a good amount. So their wide receiver depth chart, they got Jermaine Kearse, Quincy Enunwa coming off an injury. Robbie Anderson was recently arrested, so he might not even be on the active roster in Week 1 of 2018. Stay tuned for that. So the Jets, well, they could certainly use Allen Hurns on their roster. They got Teddy Bridgewater and Josh McCown at the quarterback position, but it's very possible they eventually usher in a rookie quarterback as well. And I've talked about many times how Jarvis Landry is the perfect friend for a rookie quarterback. Allen Hurns is not Jarvis Landry, but he's kind of that Jarvis mold. And rookie quarterbacks like their security blankets. So I think Allen Hurns would be a nice fit for a young quarterback, whoever it is in New York, because they're going to get a quarterback at number 3. They're not getting Saquon. That's fake news. But we'll see what happens with the Jets. The Jets got Jermaine Kearse from this team, the Seattle Seahawks, a team to watch out for. They got $17 million in salary cap space. They brought in Jerron Brown and Marcus Johnson coming over via the trade. But those guys aren't headliner wide receivers. I think Russell Wilson needs a lot of help in the passing attack. Outside of Doug Baldwin, we've been waiting for Tyler Lockett to happen, and Tyler Lockett has not yet happened, and it's amazing to me. So maybe you bring in Allen Hurns to help bolster that wide receiver core. They also did have a visit with Terrell Pryor recently, so they're looking into his services as well. But I've got the Seattle Seahawks as a team to watch out for. It's Baldwin, it's Lockett, Jerron Brown. He's a number 3 wide receiver at best, and then you go down the list, and it's just not much right there for the Seattle Seahawks. All right, so let's summarize my top 5 landing spots for Allen Hurns. We've got the Cardinals, the Bills, the Colts, the Jets, and the Seahawks. Some more teams to monitor, though. Baltimore Ravens, they recently brought in Michael Crabtree, but they're strapped for salary cap space. The Cleveland Browns could do so. Of course, they acquired Jarvis Landry via the trade, but they have a good amount of salary cap space as well. The Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys fans, you've been waiting for a medium kind of move in free agency. I know they just got a fullback. This Allen Hurns deal would be like a medium kind of deal, so there you go. Chicago Bears, well, they have Allen Robinson. Why not pair Allen with Allen and take in Allen Hurns as well? The LA Rams would be an interesting one. They lost Sammy Watkins. He heads on over to the Kansas City Chiefs, so maybe you try to fill that void with Allen Hurns. Obviously, it wouldn't be a 100% fill, but a team to watch out for nonetheless. All right, folks, I'm Cam Rogers. Check me out on Twitter at Mr. Rogers99. This has been a special edition of NFL Daily. I'll see you next time.